What's good, y'all? I hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy, Marcus B. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy, Chris. It's the Christmas special, folks. So hopefully, as you're watching this, you just got done with your family, or you're using this to avoid your family, which is okay. It's okay. Take some time for yourself. If you're like Evan and you're running deep with 30 people in your house, maybe you just need to step back into your room and take it easy. So, I hope you guys enjoy us talking about Christmas and how we do it. We are three wildly different dudes and how we grew up. And Evan doesn't believe in Christmas miracles. We also get into this year's Christmas movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home. All three of us are on board with that being a fantastic movie. If you didn't enjoy it, you're a hater, and we can fight about it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the episode. If you do, make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, get it out to as many people as possible. Help your boys out. If you need any supplements, nutrients, vitamins, anything like that, workout wise, go to redcon1.com. Use promo code T20 Marcus B under tier operator. You'll get an extra 20% discount as well as helping the podcasts out. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Merry Cranberry.
I need to actually learn the intro to this on bass.
Still blows my mind that Eric had no idea what he was doing, and I still don't know why he said yes.
Cause
it's
a fun project.
I mean, it's badass. I'm forever grateful for the fact that he wrote it, but he talked to Connor about it.
Yeah,
he had sleepless nights trying to figure this.
That's how it goes.
Intro out.
When you asked me to arrange the that version of Black and Blue.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of days on that.
Yeah.
Didn't need to, but it was...
Same thing with Ronnie.
When you get a creative task, it becomes I don't know. I wanted it to be you want it to be good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a few times when you're working where you're I need this to be good.
It's just funny, man.
Sometimes when you're working, it's just it could be good. It could be good.
Me.
It could be a job.
Anyways, but it's been a while since we shouted him out, so shout out
Eric
Puente for the dope intro music. He's dying slowly up in Boston.
I was about to say I haven't
talked to him.
Last time I saw him was
me.
my buddy's engagement party. So
yeah, he's doing well. Being around good people is hard.
Yeah, that's the
especially since he's going there as a master's student, and the people younger than him are obviously going there for their bachelors. And
right.
It's oh, you're better than me, and you're only 19.
Right.
Damn it.
It's a little bit of I remember that first culture shock in Texas when you go in and you think you're just hot stuff. You just go in I'm the best. I'm the best, and then everyone's no.
You really ain't, though.
You're going to school with all the best, and they're way better than you. So, what a time. What a time.
Anyways.
Speaking of being in the north and being cold.
Good segue. It is...
It was bad.
I was trying to give it to you.
Don't. It's
our second Christmas show. Because we have now been together for 2 Christmases.
Yes.
Shout out. Yay.
Last Christmas. Oh, speaking the song Last Christmas by Wham. I was playing this game on TikTok where you can't hear the song Last Christmas by Wham for all of December. I lost it last week.
Damn.
It was...
Which one's that? Which one's...
Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard that one this year.
You might have.
Oh, you just did.
You just did, exactly.
Damn it.
So yeah, you're supposed to spend the entire month. I'm gonna play it every year. Yeah.
See how long you can last.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I would be I'd put on a Christmas playlist and be It's not gonna happen today. It's not gonna. And then
Rolling the dice.
And then I heard a cover of it. Told one of my students that I heard a cover of it and I explained the game to them, and then they pulled out their phone and played the actual like Wham song. I was like, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me?
You can't play those games with your kids, man.
No,
they're always gonna ruin your life.
they're gonna troll you. That's how it
time.
goes. How it goes.
Every time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we were talking about being cold. Like
Christmas.
Yeah.
Couple things.
Chestnuts roasting.
Open fires and stuff. That concept. Weird. Have you ever had roasted chestnuts?
No.
Have you ever had roasted chestnuts?
No.
It's not 1930.
I'm not quite sure what a chestnut is. I don't know if you...
It's a nut.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was a Cheez-It.
I was trying to say...
Hey, peanuts are nuts, so don't...
Trying to say... If you showed me a chestnut, I don't think I'd be able to tell you, like, yeah, it's a chestnut.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the concept I have of chestnut is, like... I think it's walnuts that are, like, they're kind of, like, oval-shaped, round, like with really brown halves. And then they open up. Is that a walnut?
They look like acorns to me.
Is that what a chestnut looks like?
Yeah, you're correct. What you were describing is
correct. Yeah. I was like, that's my idea of what a chestnut. But that's most nut. What I described was most nuts.
That's fair.
It's oval shaped and brown.
That's yeah.
You know what else is a nut that's oval shaped and brown?
Huh?
You know what else is a nut that's oval shaped and brown?
What?
A walnut.
That is fair. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for your keen input, bud.
Anti-joke.
Wisdom of Chris. That's all you get today.
I'll give you a whole segment of that. Just wisdom of Chris. I want to hear a bunch of...
Sometimes they're legitimate. Like he explaining credit cards to us. Other times...
I want to clip a bunch of things you've said and just put a bunch of reverb on them. just that, let's go do a photo shoot. We're going to take pictures of your face and just have you, pictures of your... it's going to be, inspirational.
Walnuts.
What else is bread? Walnuts. Anyways.
Want to talk about... Yeah, so you're trying to talk about Christmas, right? Well,
Christmas.
How do we want to get into the subject of Christmas? The spirit of Christmas?
How do we...
What's the spirit of Christmas?
Who's Santa Claus? No.
Santa Claus. Who? I didn't have Santa Claus growing up.
We've talked about this. Yeah. That blows my mind. So,
it was just... I guess...
So just from the jump, it was just like, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Is that better?
In my eyes... So Santa Claus is purely he's real. Now, if you're under the age of 10, go ahead and turn off the podcast now.
For all those elementary listeners out there.
Now,
should have been listening to this anyways.
Now that they're all gone. No, seriously, go.
Please go.
Yeah, Santa Claus is I think it's purely a concept to get kids to behave. That's what a lot of that stuff is. It's just a concept to Easter Bunny, all of it. It's just a tooth fairy.
Easter Bunny's the weird one.
It's all a concept.
What's the point of the Easter Bunny?
You get chocolate.
I don't know. I never...
That's the one that doesn't
Santa
make sense
and
to
Tooth
me.
Fairy and all that was a thing, but...
Santa makes sense. Tooth Fairy makes sense.
Easter Bunny wasn't a thing for us.
Yeah, it's all, to me, it's all just concepts that it's just trying to get kids to behave. So I guess my parents were kind of like, since y'all already behave, why? Don't need incentive to behave, so just keep living how you're living. I'll get you a present.
You guys weren't Jehovah's Witness, right?
No.
No. So yeah, that's crazy. That
Yeah,
they
still had Christmas and
just out the jump, just nah, no Santa Claus.
Yeah, no, it was never
Huh.
yeah, never really a big thing.
See, I don't see it like that. I think it that kind of stuff is what brings the magic to kids and stuff, and that's what helps That kind of sparked the magic back for the adults.
Yeah, man.
Because Christmas has not felt the same since I was a kid. And I feel like it won't be the same until I have kids and have that magic from them.
I see I feel like the magic has always come from the family experience of it, like being around like family and stuff like that. That was kind of the experience of Christmas to me.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't give a
like-
shit about that when I was a kid.
Like the family stuff, and also you get toys, and there's
I
also
do now.
Yeah.
there's also like you watch like the shows, and like I watched the Charlie Brown Christmas special and the Rankin and Bass, like Rudolph and the
classics.
Red-Nosed Reindeers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was kind of that like, and like in elementary school you do all the Christmas parties and stuff like that at the end of the year. It was all kind of based like that was the quote magic for me was this the commercials. Yeah, just the kind of the stuff like surrounding the holiday. It was like the feeling of the holiday, not really
Okay.
the day of. It was kind of like, yeah, I got my toy.
Boop doop boop. Yeah.
Let's go play my Power Ranger.
But so
Ranger
you
and-
enjoyed the month.
The month of December is
You
dope.
enjoyed the month of December more than Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I every year I always listen to the entire Charlie Brown Christmas album at least like 10 times. I'm on like
As you should.
listen like 4 now. It's great.
So,
I watched the Charlie Brown Christmas special. I watched the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. I watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version.
the only one that you should watch.
I go to my family's. We eat food, mac and cheese.
You're gonna get into that in a little
Sweet
bit.
potatoes
'cause
and all that stuff,
my boy
like-
loves talking about food. But I was just kind of want to get an idea of everybody's Christmas and
Yeah.
how we did it. So
that's how
yeah.
Christmas went for us.
Yeah, so what about you? How did your family like? What's your basis?
What's your spirit of Christmas?
Yeah, what's your spirit of Christmas?
Like now or
Yeah.
Well, like, what you do now is rooted in what you did as a child, for the most part.
like
So-
just for Christmas?
No, for 4th of July. What the hell are we talking about here, Chris? Yeah, it's the Christmas episode, so we're talking about Christmas.
Okay, but what do you want to know?
Well, what did you do as a kid for Christmas? Like
What we do as a kid?
Yeah.
This
Like-
guy.
Like what was Christmas like for you?
Oh, wake up, go to the living room and look under the tree. Yay, Santa came. Oh, he ate some cookies and drank some milk.
Oh, so you guys did.
You guys did the cookies and milk.
Cookies and
Yeah.
milk.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, we shout out Santa Claus, but never did the. I don't think I don't ever remember doing.
I saw something on TikTok. They went the
Milk
extra mile.
cookies.
They put, I guess it was powdered sugar or something like that, and they had like
Footprints?
big boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like stuck their foot in it and like made footprints. I was like, that's smart. Not smart, but that's cool. That's a really cool way to get your kids like involved in it.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
And then normally we'd have to wait for mom to make her coffee and get settled so she can take pictures and stuff. And then we'd pass out all the gifts to everybody and then we'd go to town. We'd have
Okay, that's
to
the next part. Okay.
well,
So
we
there's two
not really
pins.
go to town, but
There's two
we'd
pins I wanna
open
put in.
one and then mom would have to take a picture. Then we'd open another one.
Right.
Mom would have to take a picture.
So before we continue with this, how do we do presents? Was it one at a time, or like you did all your presents and then so and so did all their presents, or like how did you guys do it? Or like how did
Yeah.
Ours was like, so everybody got a gift, and then, at least for the kids, it was like, everybody opened their one gift at the same time and take
Really?
pictures. Then you
Okay.
choose the next gift. Everybody takes opens it.
Ah,
And then, normally all the kids get through it, and then, like, the parents wanted to watch us, and then they open all their gifts, whatever.
okay. What about you?
We we still do this, one at a time, and it's just whatever.
Do whatever's closest.
Whatever
Yeah.
gifts on top of the pile. Just,
Yeah.
This is from mom to son or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was the yeah, it was one at a time, and my dad would always take pictures and stuff like that, and yeah, slow going.
Yeah, so I'm in the same boat, and for as long as I remember, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know that you are, and you might be. Are you a heathen and you just like completely shred the wrapping paper?
Depending on how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling a little bit like OCD, I'll like do the tape and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just like, especially if I know what's in there, I'm like,
You, yeah, you just shred it up.
Kind of depends. I mean, the way if it's like folded nicely on the end, I'll start at the fold and like tear it back. I'll just grab it in the middle.
That angers me. Anybody that does that.
But I said I was gonna do it last year because remember you're the guy that untapes it
Yep.
and unwraps it and nicely folds it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna send you a video this year. I said I was gonna do it last year. I didn't. I'm just heating every single present. Just cavemanning it.
Yeet it.
So basically, everyone that's listening, go ahead and get on Instagram. Just send Marcus
Please don't
videos
DM me.
of you opening your presents aggressively. Just real.
Just don't even care about what's inside. Just
Yeah,
rip it all up.
Just rip it out. Throw the toy to the side. Get whatever you got.
It's the thought that counts in this case.
God bless. Yeah, no, that makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. Like to see that. I don't know why.
Because to me, it's all going in the trash. So
Yeah.
why?
You gotta reuse wrapping paper.
I've reused wrapping.
Actually, my girlfriend's mom, she every single piece of wrapping paper and stuff unfolds it, like tissue paper, everything, folds it back up.
It's like 2 cents.
Yeah, I asked her about that, and she was like, "Be quiet."
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. You can't.
Yeah, it's a weird compulsion.
Yeah.
I don't have that need.
I don't
Don't
know.
have that need to.
Yeah,
Then you gotta find a box that's either smaller than the one that was previously in or the same size. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Look, man.
And you gotta have
We
somewhere
dive.
to keep it
We
all the
often
way till next
dive
Christmas.
into
It just sounds like more of a hassle.
the mental stability of everybody on the show.
Well, also like after this is my first year. Like, I think I've wrapped presents before. Have I wrapped presents before? Maybe I haven't.
You don't seem like a present wrapper.
I'm not. And I learned this year, I am bad at that. I am bad at that. I've wrapped 4 presents. Each one of them, garbage. Like when I wrapped it, I just didn't have a concept of, I'm really bad at arts and crafts. Like spatial awareness is not, we've known this.
Yeah.
Like doing things with my hands and being aware of what's around me is like not my forte. So wrapping a present was very like, I had just a nice like puzzle box.
Yeah.
Let me do
Couldn't figure it out.
9 layers.
See, that's crazy.
I'm gonna
'cause-
make a pocket.
I mean, I know like how to wrap, but then Mia's over here making bags out of wrapping paper.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me. Mia seems like the type.
when people have that ability, it blows my mind. That is.
Making cute little bows out of wrapping paper that's like still part of the bag. I'm like, the hell? Like,
How the hell? Saw this lady. She made like a little like a candy, like a candy wrapper
Okay.
for socks out of wrapping paper.
Oh,
It made me really happy.
that's cute.
Super cute.
You get a bunch of little candies on top of your stocking.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Huh.
Next question.
Okay.
Stockings. Did you do them? What did they function as? And when did you open them?
You wanna go first on that one?
We did the stockings, and I think as a kid, that would be like the Christmas Eve thing.
Okay.
I don't remember actually. No, it wasn't. That was the last thing that we opened actually.
With stockings.
Or is that how we started the morning? That's how we started the morning.
Okay.
Right. So wake up, grab the stocking, see what you got, dope, then get into presents. But it was nothing. It was usually like 4 or 5 things. I mean, we've talked about it before. I'm not a candy person.
Yeah.
So like it might have been like a box of Mike and Ike's.
Sure.
That was about it. I don't know. I know people get like mad crazy, just like pound of chocolate, like in
All
the
kinds
stocking,
of.
or just like the people that's like, oh, I got a iPhone in my stocking. Like, what the hell? That's a present.
Yeah.
That's a top tier present. Like, how are you going up from there?
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
Purely decorative.
Purely decorative.
Yeah, they my parent, if I can remember right, I believe all my parents they got stockings that had our initials on them.
Yeah.
It was an E, and H. I think they had stockings, but they're both C. So, but yeah, that was our purely decorative. nothing really going on there.
Okay. What about you, Chris?
Ours we filled. It kind of just depended on the year. Like sometimes our parents had like gifts they wanted us to open on Christmas Eve, but sometimes it was the stockings. But it's kind of the same as just filled with little like candies or like Hot Wheels toys or just kind of little gifts like that. But last year my stepmom put the Apple Watch she gave me in there, kind of just because it fit. So.
Damn.
But that I think we had this. They gave us the stockings last year, so it kind of just depends.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we didn't
But
really.
they do get filled and stuff. So
We didn't really deal too much in like small toys, I guess. Like me and my brother were not like Hot Wheels kind of people.
Love
So,
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, we
You do Bionicles?
yes,
Shut up.
Yeah, but don't hush on Bionicles. I watched every show, I tried to get every. Yeah, I was on Bionicles like. Had the DVDs. Don't take me back. Take me back. I was peak existence was Bionicles.
Peak happiness was
That was
Bionicles.
quite.
it might have been a little too young for y'all's time, but Lego Ninjago
Oh yeah, that's your age. Like that's
I was super into that.
because that was like I was early high school, whenever that was the thing. So yeah, you would have been like 7 or 8. Yeah, that it would have been like peak. Yeah.
That seemed dope, but yeah, I was definitely way older than that. And then I was in a weird time where like when I was young, it was still GI Joes, and then like Bionicles had just came out. Like,
See, I didn't know anything about GI Joes.
yeah, like it's weird how it's I got 4 years on you.
4?
4 years on you. Like 4 years.
No, 3. Wait, you're 28?
About to be 29.
Yeah,
In a
so
couple
4.
months. So yeah, 4 years. 4 years on you. Like it's weird how in 4 years like nothing of GI Joe, and I only did like the first 2 renditions of Bionicles.
Did you ever do Power Rangers?
Power Rangers. I was on the tail end as well of that.
Okay. Because I was like Power Rangers was how I lived. Like,
Really?
For like, I think until I was like 11 or 12. Like, I did Power Rangers. Like, Bionicles were like a part of that time too,
Yeah.
but like, Power Rangers was like that was my presence every year for all those years was like a different morpher or a different or a different action figure or whatever. Like,
And I'm sure obviously Legos was probably one for all of us.
Connects.
Nope.
Was my
Connects?
jam. Yeah.
I didn't have Legos or Connects.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, that's why I don't have any spatial awareness. Like, because I just, didn't do a bunch of.
It's so strange. I don't mean to cut you off, but like
I didn't say anything.
you hesitated as if you were like in the middle of a sentence. How like gifts are like toys are important.
They
for
kind of
certain
shape
things.
your entire existence. Yeah.
Well, no, shape the entire existence, but like you didn't use anything with like the small like muscle fibers,
So now if you
and now you struggle with like
if you
poof,
like doing a small little task is very
very difficult for you.
yeah, but I can do big task.
I could do big tasks.
Don't know what that means.
I'm smart.
Smart in the big brain kind of way.
Okay. At any point, so like Christmas Eve, what are we doing?
Cooking.
So do you do a like a
Nope.
Christmas Eve meal and a Christmas meal, or is it like a pregame meal? Is it only Christmas Eve?
We are pre-cooking
Pre-cooking.
for tomorrow. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It is.
Just kind of prepping and stuff.
Yep. Prepping,
Okay.
like, if you make, like, when you're making greens and stuff like that, you're making greens, you're making sweet potatoes, and you're doing all the peeling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what all that. Night before, so that's what I'm doing on Friday.
Okay.
Because I'm prepping a lot of the meal.
Shout out.
So,
Oh,
yeah, it's
Same thing for you.
No, our family's never really done like the traditional, like Christmas dinner or anything like that.
No.
It kind of just like this year, my grandma was just picking up like a tray of like sandwiches and fruits and stuff like
Oh.
that. Just kind of a bunch of finger foods, and you just kind of eat whenever you want. And you're all just gonna hang out.
Dope. I'm not mad at that.
yeah. You really don't have
Well,
to. You
it
don't-
helps too because me and Mia go to like 3 or 4 different Christmases, so we don't have to get full at one. We can just
See, that's a weird. I've never experienced that
The
before.
multiple Christmas.
The multiple Christmases.
yeah,
before.
because we have a Christmas Eve, then we have Christmas with my mom, Christmas with my dad, Christmas with my grandma, and then
Like people talk about like all it's like going to Christmas here, Christmas there, Christmas. Like my family's always been like, nah, we're gonna have one. Like,
Yeah.
well, it's also because. So my mom's from St. Louis, my dad's from New Orleans. So if we go out to St. Louis, everyone's gonna be in that one. Like we're all
Yeah.
gonna meet in that same place.
So you haven't done the multiple Christmas, but you've done the massive Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's how our like.
That's what y'all do. Is like
we had 75
y'all-
people. We had 75 people at Thanksgiving. Like it was.
Jesus Christ.
duh.
What?
Yeah.
How big was the ham?
75 people?
Yeah.
You have 75 people in your family?
Some of them were like,
All
This
at
is
one
that-
house.
I mean, there's the plus ones.
this
and
is
such,
like
but,
this person's
still.
cousin, or there might have been like one or two families there, but yeah, I'd say like 50 of them were like
Where
definitely.
the hell
family.
is this being hosted?
My grandmother's old church in the basement. Yeah, we like make an event out of it. Yeah,
Damn.
everyone pitches in a certain amount of money. Like,
Are you a family reunion?
we actually haven't had one in a long time. But that's kind of our family reunions. Is those?
Is Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
So everybody pulls up for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
right.
And does it like bounces?
Yeah, like this year, the Simmons are hosting it. It'll be 20 something people.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just
I
how.
mean, that's super dope. I just
Yeah,
I
it's just,
couldn't do that. That's too many people.
that's
it's kind of nuclear. Like for that one, it's kind of nuclear because it's like my family, of course, like grandma. I don't have any other living grandparents besides my grandpa on my mom's side. So my mom's side, her sister and her family, a local family friend, but they've been around for, since I was born.
yeah okay.
So yeah, two of those families. My great uncle. Yeah, like so, 20-ish people. Yeah. We're not really a fan of the. I say we're not a fan. We don't really do the nuclear family, holiday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just never been like the thing.
So damn. So that this concept of one gift at a time is wild. If you're rolling that many people deep.
No, but here's the thing. We do that the gifts and stuff. So here's how the Simmons family here's how our family Christmas goes. We do warm up, breakfast, kind of cooking, getting ready for the day kind of thing, and then in the morning we might
Of
take
Eve or proper.
proper.
Okay.
We're doing the thing that take a little longer in the
Okay.
morning. So we're getting all that stuff ready to go, and then we have time usually for presents, and that's usually just like nuclear family, like me, my brother, my mom, my dad, maybe my grandma, maybe like my aunt or something like that. Like like 6 or 7 people, not too many.
Okay.
And then for the actual meal, that's when all the family
That's when-
friends and stuff
okay.
come in and stuff like that. So yeah,
So not everybody's starting Christmas together, but you end Christmas together.
Yes, we end Christmas
Gotcha.
together. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And of course, then at the end, there's the family. Man, did you see what this person was doing? I don't want to
The
call
healthy family bashing.
Yes. It was intense on Thanksgiving. It was. Went to my grandma's house and
Get a couple
I was like,
glasses of
wow.
Chardonnay into grandma, and things start
My
getting
grandma
wild.
doesn't drink. She's just wild.
Oh, she just wild. It gets past 7 p.m. and she stops caring.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's how.
So then,
How do we get to this part again?
what like 3 wildly different Christmases here.
Yeah.
So you do the big Christmas.
Yeah, big Christmas.
Okay, and then you do the multiple small ones.
Mm-hmm.
And like, how is like each one kind of similar?
Like, do you go eat a meal at each place?
Yeah.
It kind of just depends, like, because like we're doing Christmas Eve at her parents' house this year because that's when her brother can be there, so we'll probably have dinner there. They normally like to go out to eat. I don't know if they're gonna cook or whatever, but
Okay.
so we'll probably eat on Christmas Eve with them, and then Saturday morning we'll probably go to my mom's, and I'm not entirely sure quite yet. I mean, we might just pick up breakfast on the way, and
Okay.
then after that, we have to go to either my dad's or my grandma's. So whichever one we go to, we'll eat there, and then so that'll be lunch, and then whoever's we go to after that will be dinner.
So not necessarily proper meals set up, but you.
Nah, not really. Pretty much all Christmases are like just finger foods, just kind of
Okay.
everybody's just hanging out
Bunch
and
of platters.
just grab what you want.
Okay.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, because we always do the big, like, it's around like 3:00. We do the big dinner that's like the Thanksgiving, like I'm gonna eat a ton of food and just be on the couch like I'm seasoning.
Because I think we did that when I was younger. Like my mom and like my grandma would cook, and my grandma would come over and bring all her presents for us and all that. But it's just, I don't know.
Interesting.
Hasn't really been a thing recently.
All right. The mad small.
Nah, it's
Mad small. Like I mean, we've talked about it. Like my family just real like we never did the extended family thing. So just me, mom, dad, sister.
yeah.
And Christmas Eve started out with, I think, like a gift. And then it turned into like 2 or 3 gifts. Then it turned into like all the gifts except for the Santa Claus gifts.
See, that's always bothered me.
But that's
the
also
pushing
just,
back of it.
that's, I mean, you talk to any Mexican, any Latin person, like
Well, yeah.
Christmas Eve is Christmas.
Yeah, I mean that's what my girlfriend's family do. They do all of it on Christmas Eve.
Really?
Yeah, they do everything on Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day they kind of just chill out, put on some movies or whatever.
Yeah, so we would do the gifts Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day at like, well, my dad always knocked it out quick. It was usually like Thanksgiving as well. Like it's always lunchtime, maybe 1, 2 o'clock latest.
Do a meal.
Just do the meal, and it was like, you know. I don't remember all. I don't know. I think about it. I don't really remember too many meals on Christmas.
It's kind of a secondary thing to the whole holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think about it too much. I don't know. What are you eating for? What are you eating for Thanksgiving? For Thanksgiving, or not for Christmas? Like,
I mean,
are
as
you
of
eating
recently.
are you eating Thanksgiving foods? Or are you eating?
Well, this is also weird. I've spent the last 8 Christmases not with my family, something like that. 7 Christmases. So it's interesting experiencing how different families do it.
Yeah.
But as of recently, it's been like Mexican food. Get some tamales, rice and beans.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, the tamales thing, doing that the night before.
Yeah,
That's like the typical.
Last year, what did I do last year? I don't think I did anything last year.
What did you say, San Antonio?
I went to San Antonio, but we didn't go anywhere because somebody had tested positive for COVID.
Ah.
Yeah, that was round 2 for me being around people, but not catching it. Invincible.
Only caught it one time.
Weak. Soft ass immune system. But then like the time before then, I did some breakfasts. Had breakfast.
Breakfasts.
Breakfasts.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound real.
The temptation is to say breakfast high.
Neither of those are the temptation.
Breakfast socius.
I've had breakfast a couple times, and that
Yeah.
was, it was all right. Had some hand sliders one year, I think. Yeah.
Hand sliders or ham?
Ham.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was like, hand.
Shout out Stu.
Stew.
My boy Stu.
Oh, I thought you were just shouting out stew. Like
No,
STE.
not my boy
W.
Stu. It was.
Shout out soup. Chicken noodle, my homie.
I don't even know how I ended up.
What up, tomato basil?
It's
How did I end up with
breakfasts.
him? Breakfasts.
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 I never liked pronouncing the second S, but in that case, gonna have to.
But yeah, I mean the meals have always been kind of sporadic.
Yeah.
I remember one or twice when I was with my family. It was like the Thanksgiving spread, but ham instead of turkey.
Sure.
But I think that's about it. What about you? I mean, you obviously had the greens and the yams.
Yeah, it's still kind of like our usual, like, Southern black meal. So you got your greens, which this year we're doing sweet potato casserole instead of just regular old yams, because I never really liked just. My grandma just did like sliced yams and put like butter and sugar and syrup on them.
Interesting.
And I was like, it's all right. What if we have like casserole though? So we're doing sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
We got into like seafood mac and cheese, which is basically just taking mac and cheese and just dumping crawfish tails in it. So that, and then for the meats, we will usually do Sam's brisket.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good, like a pre-made brisket from Sam's. Aces. We do that, ham, and then roasted duck.
Damn.
Yeah, which ducks aren't that expensive.
I know they're not. That's just like a
Yeah, like again, a big.
full spectrum. Of
Yeah,
food.
yeah, we weren't really too much of a fan of like. And we have green beans, and we have a salad with that, and all that kind of like stuff. Like, never a fan of like. We're having these 4 items
Yeah.
for dinner. That's it. Like, nah, I get what you want.
Sweet. Okay.
Chris, what you eating? Well, yeah, you said
You
like,
said finger foods, but
finger
like
foods.
Well, like these past couple of years, my grandma gets like the tray of like the half sandwiches or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I asked her to get a fruit tray because I like just walking by and snacking on fruit.
I like a good fruit tray.
And then at my dad's, normally so a little redneck, but it's a beer can chicken.
Pretty
See,
redneck.
I want to try one of those. Those sound
With-
delicious.
They are with baked beans and mashed potatoes and deviled eggs and
Hell yeah.
It sounds great.
Sounds great. Super redneck. You're right, but like I'm here for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would totally like. So someone said something vaguely racist to me and handed me that plate. I'd be like, I'm gonna eat it. Like, have a.
I'll take that.
You're like, what was that? Yeah,
This is good ass chicken, son. All right.
yeah.
After today, don't talk to me.
Because beer can chicken is something I'm like.
I didn't realize it was a thing that like people just haven't
Yeah.
like
That's
had
not
or
a
don't
common
know the
thing, though.
concept of.
Yeah.
Like
The part that scares me about it, because I want to make one, but do you take off the wrapper to the beer can before you put it in the? So it's just like
Just straight
then you
up.
just take
But see, no, that's
take
the,
a half
that's the thing.
half can of beer, shove it up the chicken's butt, place it in the grill on smoke for I don't know how long, but
but the paint doesn't like. I'm worried about the paint on the can.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It's not you don't use like the new age beers, like you only use like Budweiser.
you use
Coors.
Coors for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like those labels aren't like the paint.
Okay.
Necessarily.
Because I would be worried that like whatever is on the can is gonna get on my chicken. I'd be like,
Well, it's inside the cavity, so even if it did get on it, it's not the part that you're gonna eat.
yeah, it's not the part you eat.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I might do that for fun one day.
Such a weird concept. Like,
Yeah, I don't know who
came
decided
up
to
with
do that.
Someone who wanted a moist chicken. They had a beer and they were like, I did that one. I was making
Because
like chicken breast one day, and I just had like half a beer in my hand, and I was gonna put it in the oven. I was like, I'm gonna pour this on here,
Let's pour it on. See what happens.
and it turned out delicious. I was like, oh, okay, that worked.
I want to see which one you said they smoke it.
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen them do it, but
So I'd be interested in what the flavor complex difference is between like roasting it and smoking it.
Wow.
I know he does it on the grill. I'm not entirely sure.
So that's
But I know.
smoking, yeah.
So what he does is he's actually they make a tray that you stick the beer in, and then the chicken goes on top of that.
Yeah.
And then you put that on top of a pan, so when it goes in the grill, it just like all the juices and stuff get caught in the pan. So I'm assuming it's a smoker because it's in a pan. So
for sure.
Yeah, I want to make a. That sounds delicious, and you make a gravy out of that, out of those drippings and stuff. Oh, because we don't do gravy at our.
Really?
It's not really a thing. Yeah, no, we don't do mashed potatoes or gravy. Sweet potatoes, yes, but not mashed potatoes.
Strange.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Too vanilla? I don't know.
All right. Any other bits of Christmas that we haven't covered?
Favorite Christmas movie or Christmas thing? Or just like Christmas song feeling.
favorite Christmas song is definitely kind of tie between Hallelujah or Mary Did You Know by Pentatonics.
Both good ones.
The Hallelujah, like by
Pentatonics.
They're their versions.
like Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Is that a Christmas song?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
It's Christmas-ish.
I forget.
Fine, Mary Did You Know.
It's not like Christmas proper, but it's like one of those ones that's like thrown into the mix.
I'm trying to remember the name of the guy because he died, and everyone put a recording of that song, and I got really annoyed. Lee and can you look up who like made that song? It starts with the L. I can't remember his last name. I was gonna say Leon Bridges, but
I'm gonna go. I mean, the Charlie Brown Christmas is so good.
yeah,
Leonard Cohen?
yeah, well, yeah, Leonard Cohen, yeah,
Leonard, goddammit. Mayonnaise.
yeah, yeah, Leonard, yeah. Whenever Leonard
It's
Cohen
mayonnaise.
died, everyone made a version of that song, and I was like, this is annoying.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah,
Michael Bublé's Jingle Bells.
his whole Christmas album
Smacks.
smacks.
Nothing better.
Like as
Oh,
far
he has
as
a whole
like
Christmas
Damn it.
album? He has a whole Christmas album?
you haven't listened to Michael Bublé's Christmas album?
It's
Dude.
probably like
As far as like
Christmas album.
I feel like it might be like top couple of Christmas albums up there.
I can definitely tell he's got the voice for
Yeah.
That is the
He
voice
hasn't.
for it.
I think he's had like one album since the Christmas album.
Because his Christmas album just like sells
Just
insanely
murders
high.
it
Like-
every year. And he's like, well, I could write new music. Or Jingle Bells could keep making me money. All right, then.
Like I can guarantee you, it's probably as far as Christmas albums goes, it's probably Mariah Carey than Michael Bublé. Like,
Yeah.
like that album.
Yeah, as far as like pop Christmas tunes.
Yeah, but but Bublé's album is like his
Top
whole.
notch, man. Top notch.
Favorite Christmas movie, though? I haven't seen it in a while, but it'd probably be Polo Express.
I never saw Polar Express.
Really?
Yeah, I never did Polar Express. So what's the other one the classroom movie? Is it Polar Express?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never saw it.
What?
I-
That's
I-
like-
Mia has a... Well, she saw it once when she was little and it scared her, so she hasn't seen it since. Because of the Puppet Man. Or
Oh,
whatever.
it definitely freaked me out as a child. Like it definitely freaked me out.
I think again I was off by a couple years to like see it,
Yeah, you would have
as a
been like in like
child.
middle school whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so
and that wasn't like that generation's like go-to Christmas movie.
Yes,
Like for the
your
costumes?
go-to would have been like something like.
I think it was the Grinch. Like it was like the animated Grinch, the original animated Grinch.
Right. Yeah.
Was what we watched.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of before all the remakes
Actually,
and stuff started
when I
happening.
was little, it was kind of a. I was little. I don't really. No, I remember it was always the Polar Express, the old Rudolph
Yep.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Rankin and Bass, man.
Frosty the Snowman, the animated one.
That one always freaked me out. That was kind of weird. Did you watch Charlie Brown Christmas?
Not really. We really never really got into
I
that.
don't remember watching it. I just listened to it a bunch.
I literally own it now. I
But-
bought it. I bought it because I was like, I
Recently,
have to watch this every year.
I'm not a big fan of the like. I like Jim Carrey's Grinch and all that. I've just like never been wanting to like. Yeah, I want to watch that.
That's fair.
I watch
I
it.
don't know.
I watch it purely for nostalgia, because, again, there's a time where I had that portable DVD player,
Hell yeah.
and I went to bed with that like movie, about for like 3 months. Like I kept like putting it on. So the first 20 minutes of that movie, verbatim, like I got up here.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I just haven't really been into Christmas movies recently.
That's fair.
Like one I will probably always watch when it comes on is Elf.
oh yeah,
Elf.
I forget Elf.
Probably my favorite Christmas movie, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty up there. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Shout out Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Zoe Deschanel for
Yeah,
the longest
exactly.
time
Yeah,
because she's blonde in it. But
very strange.
Oh, my mom's. That's the one that we always watch. A Christmas Story. That's my mom's favorite
Yeah, you
Christmas
have to.
movie.
yeah, I haven't watched Christmas Story.
You haven't
What?
seen that one?
Yeah, no,
Like ever?
I'm currently making my way through the classic like Christmas movies. So I watched.
You don't know Frenchie Day?
I watched Miracle on 34th Street. I watched
It must be French.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Damn, okay, so,
So I'm like trying to catch my. I'm trying to like, you know.
they play A Christmas Story 24 hours straight on I think on AMC. You never caught it.
No,
That's-
we weren't watching
That's
TV.
bonkers.
Dang.
Okay.
That's like a big classic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we weren't. It's weird. On holidays, we weren't really watching TV. So.
Well, I mean, you've never really been a TV guy, so I mean that checks out. Like your like family disposition wasn't TV, right? Am I tripping?
We watch TV all the time.
Huh.
All the time. Yeah, we watch TV too much. I was telling my buddy Jacob this yesterday that this will be the first year that I have not watched a single episode of The Office since like 2011.
I still need to get into that.
Probably better for it. Trash show.
I need to get into it though. I need to
No, you
understand the
don't.
humor.
I think you do. I think you're
I need
okay
to get
with
better
that.
at dry humor.
It's very good.
There's better things to watch.
Such a good show.
Oh, I know.
I watch Letterkenny. Let's watch a bunch of people make fun of each other for 30 minutes.
But my
Yeah.
favorite show is Friends.
Hilarious.
Your favorite show is Friends?
You're a trash person. Chris, what the hell?
Jesus.
What are we
All right.
doing here?
My favorite, like, what would that be considered? A sitcom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite sitcom is Friends.
Yeah, you need to watch more TV. Any of the other bits of Christmas?
Yeah.
When do you think Christmas is going to get exciting again, or are we just condemned to being like kind of until we get kids?
I like Christmas.
No, okay, don't get me wrong. I love Christmas, but like he was talking about, like the magic of Christmas, like
When you were a kid.
Again, didn't have the magic, so it's been fine.
that's fair.
I think whenever we have kids.
Yeah, right. I'm excited for that.
Because then you're on the other side of it, of like trying to sneak around and not wake the kids up and all that stuff.
I don't know what that. I don't know what any of that means.
Huh?
It's weird. That's weird.
That was weird.
Because, well, Mia's parents, they didn't do Santa or anything like that, too. And when I first told her about the idea, she's like, no, I don't want to do that. And then she's, like, slowly started to see, like, other people and, like, how we've done things. She's like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's a lot of fun.
I'd have to see it in action to be like, we have to do this. Like, but Until then, I'm gonna just keep
Are
enjoying.
you gonna do Santa Claus for your kids?
No. They'll be well behaved. Do you think I'm gonna have?
It's
It's not about being well behaved.
That's not what it's supposed
That's what
to be
you
about.
believe it
It
is.
is in concept.
No, that's what Elf on a Shelf is, fool.
It's all. That's what the elf reports to the Santa. Like it's all.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, I never had that, but my mom did that to my little brother. To us, Santa was just like the guy who brought his parents.
such a misconstrued concept of what, like, the magic of Santa Claus is.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my kids to the homeless shelter, and we're gonna serve meals. On Christmas Eve.
All right. It's a bit weird, but
There's the magic.
I don't
You get to
think
see
so.
how. You get to see
my
how,
kids are gonna bully your kids. I want you to know.
Yeah.
You sent me that thing. You're just like, I'm gonna get your kid to do this. I'm like, what? No, you're not.
I'm pretty confident my kids.
Uncle
are gonna
Marcus
bully.
has to go now.
Most of my kids are gonna bully most of my friends' kids. I'm pretty confident in that.
God.
Cause yeah, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy watching it.
Oh.
Anyways, well, let's talk about this year's new Christmas movie.
Yeah.
We saved it for the end, so that way, if you haven't seen it yet, cut it off right now.
Spoilers. Yeah.
Big spoilers.
We're about to get into Spider-Man 3,
No Way Home.
No Way Home. If you have not watched it yet, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Peace. If you have watched it,
Let's talk about it.
here we go. So before we get into it, do we all believe it was a great movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. I'm a smack Roseman.
He didn't like it.
He kind of shrugged it off, and so did Connor.
It's not like a.
I don't agree with people saying it's the best Marvel movie to date,
No.
but it is a great movie.
Because it's not a good, like
Solo movie.
like film. If we're talking like straight up like Academy like film, like
Yeah, it is.
look at that movie a couple
What
more
isn't
times.
great about it?
There's some like things where they kind of do like just some loose like Deus Ex Machina kind of things that just show up like.
The only thing I have to say that I agree with you on is like because of how much there was in it, it was a little rushed.
Right, you kind of
Like through the story.
You have to rush some things. You have to kind of get some stuff like, oh, now he's good. Like you kind of have to.
I don't. No, disagree. I need to find a film that I believe is like rushed, because every film that people like as of recently, like the past like 5-6 years, people like the movie was rushed. It didn't have enough time to
Like, what
film.
movie do you not like?
That's a good question.
Because like I haven't heard a movie that you've been like, I don't like that movie.
Sure. I enjoy most film. I appreciate. I can appreciate it for what it is. I'm not the type of person that thinks that that's bad Chinese food because I compare it to Italian. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, for what it is, I appreciate what it is.
But you know what bad Chinese food tastes
Yeah.
like.
But it's bad Chinese food because it's bad Chinese food. It's
Exactly.
but there are people that are like, I really like Italian. So if it's not Italian, it's bad.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Not in the.
If it's not what they're expecting, then they're closed minded.
Sure.
I don't go into movies with any preconceived notations of what it is going to be.
That's why I went into the theater
I
even from
just-
the beginning, just not expecting to see the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully was like.
Like halfway through the movie, I was expecting them just to not show up.
Yeah,
I was like,
I definitely
damn,
did not
all
think.
right.
I was like,
Whenever they had the moment where he actually opened up the portal, I was like, he's opened up the portal to Tom Holland. I was just like, this is
really cool.
it's
Like,
not gonna happen. Like, still happy
wait,
that was going.
Okay, what was your theater's reaction when he turned around?
everybody lost their shit.
Yeah.
Wait, when it was Andrew Garfield?
When Andrew turned around and
everyone's.
I noticed like when he opened it and I saw the suit, I was like, that's not quite right. And then he turned and he saw the big eyes. I was like,
yeah. As soon as I saw the big eyes, I was everyone started screaming and the theater lost its collective minds whenever Tobey Maguire showed up.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
okay, see ours. Everybody like got it out for Andrew,
Really?
and then like Toby showed up, and like it was still like a cheer, but it wasn't as big. It's because like Andrew showed up, so everybody was expecting Toby.
Yeah.
So.
That's part of it. Is that
the vibe of my theater was they only got Andrew. Like that's it. Like, they didn't get Toby. And then when Toby came through, we were like,
because the thing is, the last time a Spider-Man 3 came out was
Toby.
I was in 5th grade.
yeah.
And that's how long ago that was. And
Yeah.
I was like, yes, he's back.
Yeah, dude, it was a super dope moment. And
Granted,
like
that's a bad movie.
Spider-Man 3 not the best.
Yeah.
Not the best. I saw a graphic. It was like it's crazy how like Garfield has the best first Spider-Man, Toby has the best second Spider-Man, and Holland has the best third Spider-Man. Which I don't like. I saw it and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't agree
but
with that.
I mean, I didn't see the Garfield I didn't see the Garfield ones. But now that I saw,
And Andrew's movies would have been so much better if they focused a little more on the story and not the visual.
Right.
Visually, that Spider-Man was awesome.
Visually, and like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, kind of like we saw that in this movie, kind of awesome. Like
great, and that's what I'm saying. He did such a good job in this one that I need to go back and watch this.
yeah, like he plays the exact same way. Like he's super funny, like kind of a cool nerd.
Yeah.
Like super like awesome. Like love him as
I'm a
Spider-Man.
loser compared to you guys. No, you're amazing.
God, every time the three of them talked, like I've never felt more.
I
Just
love that they did the meme
Dude.
and they mentioned Toby's like
Yes.
in his wrist.
Yes,
And that's like
all I needed.
Roseman, Connor, and my buddy Jay all like complained about like the
It was fan servicey as heck.
the fans, but I'm just like, it's a comic book movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're not watching Lord of the Rings. Like
it is what it is.
it is, yeah, it is what it is. Like that's
But also,
hilarious.
you kind of want. Here's the like, if people are like complaining about the movie, think about that scene at the end of Black Panther where Killmonger is dying, and he's like, I can never quote the line, but it's like, I want to be in the ocean with the. With my ancestors that didn't want to be slaves.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like super heavy, like deeper than it is moment. Was there that many of those moments in this one?
You got it. The
With I felt quite a bit of those
100%.
moments.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. With this movie, yes, there were definitely those moments. I mean, you had like the whole.
And
like,
but that's what I'm saying is like people bring up that argument. I'm just like, what did you missed like what 5 scenes where
Yeah,
like all this super like you had the moment with Green Goblin.
did need Aunt May to say the great line, great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
Didn't
because
need
she's
that.
the one that died. It's the thing of whoever says
it's-
that dies that day.
Exactly.
Well, 'cause
It's happened in every Spider-Man.
Because I thought they mentioned that Uncle Ben had already said that before.
They had never said it to
They never said that line, but
Tom.
I thought
No,
No,
wasn't
Tom
it-
had not heard that yet.
Tom hadn't heard that.
There was a time, I swear, where he was like, "Yeah, my Uncle Ben used to say," and then like Tony cut him off. Tony was like, "Stop." Well, there was some time where he did.
I don't
that.
remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Either way,
Yeah.
I like you had the Aunt May, like
Yeah.
that was rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tom Holland's acting in that was like, "Oh man, look at me." I was like, "Huh!"
That was very hard.
Tears.
I mean, just like the scene before that, the monologue with Defoe.
Oh,
That was
God, Willem Dafoe killed it.
Yeah, he did.
Killed
I want to
it.
see him as a Joker.
He'd be a fantastic.
God, he's a. I'm so glad they broke the mask too at the beginning. They're like, "No mask. You get to just be yourself,
You just
Willem.
get
to-
Just
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
be you." And
I also really liked how much they like kind of went into his like spider sense now.
Yeah.
Which I think it was
Yeah.
heightened because the other Spider-Mans were there. I
That's
think,
true, yeah.
Because it's a thing in the comics where I was watching a thing about it. It's actually like it's like an arachno thing where all the Spider-Mans are actually tied to one
Yeah.
like thing, and that's where they get their spider sense from. But I liked how they like did the zoom in, and like, especially when he was in the condo, everything just went like deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like kind of scary.
Yeah, that was an intense, like, that's an intense moment. And then at the end with when you're teetering on what Tom's gonna do.
Toby catches it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
there's no music behind that. They're just kind of like an ambient noise.
Yeah.
And there's just like an intense, like, shot for shot back at faces.
Well, it's just so funny because like Toby he killed him he killed him with the glider, and now he's like stopping him. Like, it was such a that was definitely kind of a bigger thing than
yeah, man.
yeah, it was seriously like
It's
one of the most like definitely fan servicey, but in the kind of like a Star Wars The Force Awakens kind of way, where you're just like, yeah, we're playing the hits, but you love the hits. Where like
I don't know, man. I don't
I don't know, because there's a lot of things that happen I was not expecting.
I just don't get the concept of fan servicey. Like, the
Trying to think-
movie
trying to
is
think of, like,
for
a-
your fans. Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't.
I'm trying to think of like a bad example of like fan service. Like, I think it was at the end of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. No, it might have been at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. So Chewie, like Chewbacca didn't get a medal in in A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get a medal, and then at the end of Rise of Skywalker, someone gave him the medal. Like real, just like last minute, they were
Yeah.
like, "You get a medal." Next scene, like that's fan service where it's like.
I think that's
do we have
cool.
to do
Like,
that?
on that, to me, fan service gets mixed up with like detail on like storyline. Like when in The Mandalorian, I don't remember what it is, but like in I think in same thing in New Hope, they said that the sand people always walk in a line, so that way you can't tell how many people are there. And then like the scene in The Mandalorian of sand people, it's like they're all in the line. It's like, that's fan servicey, but like that's historically
I feel
accurate.
like
That's more like
just
lore.
sticking to the story.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get the difference between lore and fan service.
Well, the fan service in the movie was kind of like the meme where like Ned goes Peter, and they're like, huh, like
yeah,
which one? But like
Well, I did love
I
that
like
moment.
that,
Yeah.
And like when they started talking about his like web thing, like everybody wanted them to
Right.
like ask about that.
Like, let's all talk about it. Like, let's just talk. Yeah.
If it's too personal for you, I mean, we don't have to be.
Or you know what moment? Like, I don't know if anyone else started crying during this moment, but whenever Andrew caught MJ,
that
and
was
he
such
had that
an
look.
intense.
He had that look of like, I did it. I was like,
You
Yes!
notice how he like changed the way he like went for it too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's been thinking about that.
He
for
did it differently. He was like, I'm not doing webs this time. I'm gonna go like instantly started crying. I was like, oh man. But yeah, that's a moment of like, I guess that's kind of an arc. Well, I guess fan service too is kind of, if you don't know the story or if you don't know like the history of the story, it makes no sense. Like that's kind of what fan service.
and that's why I think like it's a great movie, but by itself, like it's
Right.
definitely not one of the best.
like that
Like
movie-
if you were to watch that movie without watching any other Marvel movie, it's still a good movie, but it wouldn't be the best Marvel movie,
right.
if that makes sense.
That's fair. But so still talking about the fan service thing, and we can get off it after this. But like him saving MJ,
Yeah.
That was
that's like can be fan service, or it's like
it's a redemption.
like
for
a,
him.
a redemption.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's-
there's to me, it's hacky for you to just chop everything up to fan service.
Yeah. I'm not chopping everything.
I'm
up
not
to
saying
fan
that you are,
service.
but like all the people that are complaining
Yeah.
about the movie, it's like there's just so much fan service. I'm like, I don't.
It's like because it could be because the thing is like the next Spider-Man movie, it's gonna be none of that.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get it has to be straight up like think back to Spider-Man: Homecoming, like where it's just like we're just gonna do Spider-Man. Like there's no
Yeah. And like the big plot twist of his homecoming date being the bad guy.
right.
Yeah.
Like,
And her dad being the bad guy.
exactly.
like to me, like that's a movie with no fan service. Like there's a little bit of fan service with like costumes and stuff like that, but as far like that's just straight ahead. Like
Yeah.
like that's what fan service like is. When you put this other stuff that's like, did you need to put those? No, you didn't need to, but it enhanced the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Spider-Man beating the former Sorcerer Supreme.
Impressive.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you did the Archimedean, you like find out it's the
Yeah.
Archimedean spiral.
That and he was going like, I mean, granted, Doctor Strange wasn't trying to
Kill
hurt him
him.
or anything.
Yeah.
but, like the fact that he was going toe to toe with him,
Yeah.
He was
and like
keeping
when
up,
he knocked
yeah.
him into his astro form, and like he was still able to move the box and all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't.
Weird how
It's the thing with the Spidey sense.
That's,
that what
that's
it
what I
was?
was thinking
Yeah.
it was. I was like, because his body is like still naturally reacting
Yeah.
to stuff, which is kind of like weird to me. I was like, whoa, he can still.
From what I saw, they're thinking that his Spidey sense is actually tied to like the magic that Doctor Strange gets his powers from,
Oh,
and that's why he was able
That
to
makes
go
sense.
back to his body on his own.
interesting.
Okay. I could dig that.
I'm looking forward to the next one because it's just gonna be. No one knows he's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be just him, just being Spider-Man.
That's
like,
another thing that's crazy. Of that like they ended it like that.
With
Of,
no-
like,
yeah.
no record of him anywhere.
I mean,
like,
I think MJ's gonna know that he's Peter, that he like who he is at the end of the next movie. I think it'll be like resolved like pretty fast.
see,
don't
but
know.
I don't
I-
know because Marvel's done some crazy stuff. They could just,
Just like completely like yank
get,
him
like
from.
say that like he's content with his friends being happy where they're at, not wanting to pull back into the crazy
Yeah,
with
into the mess of his
Spider-Man
life,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Well, because she's still wearing the black dahlia necklace.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is like
He missed an opportunity there.
right. Like, hey, where'd you get that necklace from?
I really
she would
like
just
that.
go, I don't know. And then before you know it, like that feels like at least by the end of the movie,
That could be a way in, or I wouldn't be surprised if they left it like completely
just straight
shut.
up like he's
Did y'all
the
think whenever Ned walked in, MJ and Ned were gonna like,
kiss or something.
yeah,
Nah, I don't really see them as romantic.
No.
uh,
I don't think so. I might have. For
I
like a split
thought of
second.
it for a split second.
That would have been weird.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was super happy with the movie. I think it was great.
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
was
all
like
the acting was fantastic.
like I've never been more. I'm usually not really into like superhero posing, but when all three of them superhero pose at the same time, I
Dude,
definitely screamed.
gangster.
Like,
and the scene before that where they're like whipping around the statue up to the top,
I
that
was-
was
It was dope.
That
I
was-
was like, oh,
the part where Tom like whips them and pulls himself up through them to get to
Peek.
the top before him.
peaking. Like that was great. That was like,
Yeah, it was. A lot of those scenes were really cool. A lot of those.
I think I'm gonna go watch it again on Monday if I'm
Like,
off of
definitely
work.
gonna watch it again.
yeah, I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And did y'all stay for the
Of course.
the end
Yeah.
credit?
What kind of stupid ass question?
Did you
The-
stay for both of them or
What kind of stupid ass question?
just making sure?
Mid credit was just the Venom thing.
Yeah,
I'm
Venom's there. Like,
I was gonna ask. Do you understand how Venom is there?
I
Because-
don't, but I'm excited. Before you get into it, like I'm excited to see, because that's obviously what the next movie is.
yeah, it's gonna be Black Suit Spider-Man. Because that's the
Who do you think is gonna become Venom? Because I don't see anybody that Tom knows right now becoming Venom.
So the way I see it right now is that Tom Holland is kind of how like Toby was. He's in a really crappy apartment by himself. He's probably gonna get like a job at the Daily Bugle as like a camera person, and then he'll find his Eddie Brock that way. Like it'll be our
I can see that,
it'll be the MCU's Eddie Brock.
But Toby and Andrew have already like spilled all these people that they've known, like
Yeah.
Eddie Brock,
Right.
Gwen Stacy,
Those-
Harry
those people-
Osborn.
Those people might show
Like
up or whatever.
if he shows these people, he's just gonna turn around and walk the other way. He's like,
That's true.
But yeah, like, well, he didn't. Did he specifically say like Eddie Brock? I know they mentioned aliens. He fought.
they mentioned
he fought a
his
black.
best friend dying,
Right.
They didn't mention his name.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but
And then when it came to Eddie Brock, they didn't say like. All he said was, "I fought an alien that was made out of black goo." That's all he said. So.
no, he said that his best friend died in his arms.
That's Harry Osborn.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that was Hobgoblin.
Yeah. New Goblin.
New Goblin. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it's gonna be, he's just gonna because that Blob is in Mexico.
I think it'll
right
be
now.
like a remake of Toby's first Spider-Man.
I think so.
That'd be pretty cool.
Could be.
It's gonna show up. I mean, that's how it was in the comics. He got the goo on him. It was like, ooh, you seem attractive. He got the goo on him. Became Black Suit Spider-Man, and I think that's just how it's gonna. He's gonna find a new Eddie Brock somewhere. Simple. It might be Flash. Not Flash. What's his name? Is it Flash? Flash
Yeah.
Thompson. His like the rich kid.
Yeah.
Because Flash
See,
Thompson.
and that's what I was thinking because that's who it is in the comics, but that Flash is not it.
It's too. Yeah, he's too like.
He's
too
he's a
hacky.
nerd just like the others.
Yeah.
are.
That's why I
So
think
he's not the bully.
That's why I think it might be a different. It might be a different guy.
But
But
I'm
yeah.
also just down to see Tom Hardy fight Tom Holland.
Tom Hardy's not there anymore.
No, at all.
He's
You
back.
didn't-
He's back in
You
the
didn't see the
I might have been confused on.
because
So-
in
Oh, that's right. He came
Carnage
to.
he came too, and,
and
now he's
then-
back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The funny thing is about
Because-
that is that he said that he messed up the spell 6 times, and he thought it was only 5, but he did mess it up 6 times.
Yeah.
Tom like Venom's the 6th time. Yeah. Yeah.
and then so the reason why because Dr. Strange says he botched the spell and it's people who know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man
Right.
Yeah.
from other universes, but Tom Hardy doesn't have anything of Spider-Man, but
Which is weird.
at the end of Carnage, right before he goes to the MCU, he's talking to Eddie, and he says billions of years of hive knowledge across universes
Right. Yeah. They
will explode your
have
mind. And so
they
he
have
connects
multiverse
to it
memory,
to explain to Eddie what's all happening. And when he connects to it, he gets the knowledge that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And then he gets transferred to the MCU.
So he has multiverse knowledge. But yeah, I think that's just going to be I think that was just a way to get a piece of goo.
One thing
to
they
the
really
MCU.
missed out on, which would have been hilarious, is if the person explained it to him, the MCU at the bar would have been Kevin Feige.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, because they don't really have any cameos going on now. They don't have any like
No.
like meta because it used to be Stan Lee,
What-
and now they don't have any.
Also, another thing, would have been more sad if Happy died than Aunt May?
I would have been I would have
That'd
been
have been
as
rough.
sad. I think I would have been as sad.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I think that would have been super rough.
I think it would have been worse.
Happy's always been like a
Because
comedic-
Happy's been there since day one.
Yeah, since Iron since
But
Iron Man,
like I said, I don't think they're gonna kill him because he's directed. I mean, he's directed the first 2 Iron Mans, and
Structured a bunch of.
Yeah.
He's been a part of the movies for a long time.
he's like a producer and all that stuff. So
Right.
he's always gonna be around.
yeah, they're gonna have him around, and I don't think he's too much of a comedic effect character to be like, oh, this is gonna be sad when he dies. Like he needs to have his moment of like him being like, well, he's had kind of hero moments, but I don't know. And then the Doctor Strange trailer was the Doctor
That
Strange
was
trailer.
they dropped it today,
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I need to.
which it was cool that they showed us the trailer, but at the same time I was like, they're gonna drop this trailer anyways. I kind of wish we got something like leading to that movie, not
Yeah.
really, just the trailer.
Have you seen What
But
If?
I watched the first episode and
You need to watch What If. That's the sad part about the Marvel movies now is that you have to watch everything now.
You need to at least watch the one. I think it's What If Strange Lost His Heart,
Yeah.
because that is definitely tying to this movie.
gotcha.
And I heard things that Doctor Strange that we see in there is not Strange Supreme, but I think it's 100% Strange Supreme
I think so
from
too.
What If.
Yeah.
There's like I don't see how there's no way it's not.
Yeah, well, yeah. Why would they? Yeah, why would they have that and he not be like evil strange? Like, yeah,
Because it seems like Mordok, from what I gather from the teaser trailer, lures our Strange to that Strange's little pocket dimension that he's in. and something's gonna go down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That movie's gonna get wild.
I'm excited for that
I'm
movie.
pumped.
That was gonna be, as far as weird movies go, that's gonna be the weirdest movie.
I'm excited because I really like the first Doctor Strange, and we haven't really seen anything of just him since
Yeah.
then,
It's
other
gonna,
than like Endgame and Infinity War.
it's gonna be super weird. That movie.
I'm
Oh,
interested to see how like they tie Wanda into it and whatever.
I'm curious
else
on
is
if she's
on.
gonna be like a villain, a protagonist, or she's gonna be in between. Like,
Yeah.
She's just helping.
because she's looking for her kids still,
Right. I think
who
she's
is in the multiverse.
She's just helping Strange probably navigate through the multiverse.
Yeah.
Like, because
Which
she
is
can,
crazy.
cause she can do it.
Is Kane gonna show up? Because we still haven't seen him since Loki.
I don't think Kane's gonna show up until like Fantastic Four.
You don't think
Honestly,
so?
I don't think he's gonna show up for a while. I don't see him. There's no reason for him to right now.
With the multiverse open up too, I'm excited to see if like they start tying in like the X-Men, the old X-Men show like movies. If those get brought in, if the old Fantastic
I
Four.
heard someone saying
like,
that their recent, because they started doing reshoots on the new Doctor Strange movie, and I heard there was a thing about people like, people really like the whole multiverse thing. Let's just get Hugh Jackman in here. Let's just get everyone.
Okay, I
in
hope
here.
they don't start doing all that. I just hope it's like little cameos of like, oh, so this is like actually still part of,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like this is still acknowledged to be its own universe.
Like
Yeah.
the like 2-second cameo in Deadpool 2 of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's those kind of things where they'll just show up like, oh, this is a universe. Okay, next thing.
But I like how they've been doing it though. Like, they've been explaining everything that's going on and like dropping hits and like
Yeah.
like the whole thing of like how Venom was there, even though Doctor Strange said it's only people that know Peter Parker Spider-Man, but they explain right before he gets transported
Right.
that the hive knowledge thing.
Yeah. What's it called? I was just about to say something. Damn it.
Another thing too, you haven't seen the finale for Hawkeye yet, but it's not really a spoiler. But the final battle takes place at the little ice rink
Oh yeah.
at the Empire State Building.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of Spider-Man, he swings out his building right over the ice rink.
Yeah.
You pass by, it's the same Christmas tree. Like, like it's like literally
So-
like visually it's the same Christmas
Same
tree.
shot.
Same,
Yeah.
it's at nighttime, everything.
Hell yeah.
So I thought he was going to show up in the finale.
Well, I'm interested to see how they lay in characters because they already introduced Daredevil.
That
Oh,
is-
yeah,
that is-
Daredevil
we
just-
should even
yeah,
just
he-
talk
he
about
did just
that.
kinda
I haven't
show
seen
up.
Daredevil yet, so
Oh, dude.
I need to.
Daredevil is.
That's one of those ones I started watching and I just got lost in the sauce and didn't.
Please watch Daredevil. It's one of the most brutal shows ever, but I love it.
I need to watch it.
Yeah,
Like-
so that's on the list. I started watching You, and that's just an emotional wreck of a show.
Yeah.
And it's
be
crazy though that like Daredevil though isn't like its own universe. Like it's actually
Yeah.
canon.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that is, and I think I read something somewhere that all those guys are gonna come back into the show. So we'll get Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, John Cage,
Luke Cage
Luke Cage. Damn it.
and Iron Fist. I don't want another Iron Fist show. He's bad.
Well, that's what that was the.
Iron Fist is the bad part of that.
It was the thing that I saw again. I really briefly skimmed it. It was like a graphic of Stanley like bringing those four, and then like Iron Fist was coming up. He's like,
No. You stay back, Danny. You stay back here. Danny ran back there. Everyone else, come on.
yeah. So and that'd be super cool to have.
Yeah, because those shows are.
I knew who he was like when he showed up,
Yeah.
but I didn't like seen Daredevil or anything. So that was really cool when he caught the brick.
That was a very subtle moment of like
For people who don't know who he is,
Yeah.
like
see that
See, that's fan service.
right. It's like because so I ended up accidentally watching this movie with some of my students, and they didn't know because I bought the ticket by myself,
Oh,
and
that's right.
I show up, I walk up the stairs, and I hear, is that Mr. Simmons?
Damn it.
No. But whenever Daredevil came up, I was excited, and they were just like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "You guys, oh yeah, forget your children. You don't.
What's the matter with you?
You have
Oh,
no
yeah.
idea who this is." So, yeah,
yeah, I did hear about Tom Holland's three movie contract extension, right?
yeah,
Really?
Yeah, for that's just for solo movies. 3 solo Spider-Man movies. 3 more.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna do another 3. They're trying to build some. I think they're gonna end it with Miles Morales.
I hope so. That would be.
I think the
I think
last
if they
one,
introduce him in the second of the second trilogy, and then
yeah,
he takes over in the third one.
yeah, I think that's how that's gonna end. Is they'll do Miles Morales at the end of that.
That's crazy.
Because they set it up. They've already set it up at Homecoming. They set it up with Electro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I thought you'd be black.
This whole time I thought you'd be black. Yeah.
Shout out. Gotta get Gambino back in that, because that's just hilarious.
Oh, have him be Prowler again.
Yeah. Like, actually have Prowler as a proper
I
character.
wonder if he's gonna do that. That'd be interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But Donald Glover would be like 40.
Yeah, that's about right.
Willem Dafoe is 68 or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I think he's 66.
Yeah, that dude's mad old.
He's up there, yeah. Him and Alfred Molina are
Yeah.
both in their 60s.
So is freaking Samuel L. Jackson, though. He's
Samuel L.
72.
Yeah.
And he's still doing secret invasion and stuff like that. He's still doing.
But another thing, too, is I don't quite remember how the spell worked, but I think he said everybody in the world will forget who Peter Parker is. Nick Fury is still off-world.
I'm pretty sure that's like universe.
You think so?
I think if he's.
I mean, that's a good like.
Because I think
caveat.
it'd be pretty cool if Nick Fury came back and he was like the only one that really knew.
Right.
I could definitely see the scene. He's like, "What the hell did you do? Why does nobody know who you are?"
Yeah.
that I could definitely see that scene.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because then at least he'd have somebody to help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I kind of like just abandoned Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man just by himself.
Yeah.
Like when he made it the suit at the end, that was like literally just like stitched like sequence. It was a beautiful suit, by the way.
Oh, I wish we would have got a still shot of it so we
Yeah.
could just see
It
it.
was, all in motion, but like I kind of like just Spider-Man just by himself in a bad apartment, just trying to make it.
That is cool because that has been like the big complaint of Tom Holland Spider-Man of like, oh, he's riding Iron Man and all that.
Yeah, he's just
like,
Iron Man too. Yeah.
I'm like, y'all wanted a Spider-Man in the MCU. Like, they're in the middle about to fight Thanos. What did you
Right,
expect?
What do you want from us?
Like, he's got to have some help. He's still 14.
Yeah, but now he's just get his GED and just.
Do Spider-Man shit.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the next one to see what they do with all that.
Spider-Man Raw.
And like, does Ned and Doctor Strange? You remember the whole fight like on the thing? Because like Ned opened up portals. Like,
I guess they forget everything that has to do with that stuff. Probably.
I don't know. I'm
because I was really excited to see Ned like become
I mean, he's got a shaved head now too, so like I could definitely see him becoming a
sorcerer.
Yeah, sorcerer of some sort.
That'd be really cool.
Might happen. It might happen.
Because what if he becomes a sorcerer, and he becomes like the Strange who went bad, and he does end up fighting Peter?
Because I think Ned in the comics is supposed to be a sorcerer. Like the Ned leads in the. I don't know. I need to read all the comics and actually know this stuff.
That'd be cool.
Prove it. Crawl on the ceiling.
never laughed harder than.
Not good enough. What?
Crawl on the ceiling. I'm not gonna crawl on the
I
ceiling.
saw a joke about the Filipinos laughing early. It got what Lola was saying.
I thought it was a great movie, man.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool how they like cured everybody
Yeah.
before, which I think is also what breaks the multiverse because they break those universes by doing that.
Also true.
I saw a thing that was it could have been, hey, can you erase everyone's knowledge of Quentin Beck? All right, cool. Movie over.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right. Kind of right there.
Because then nobody remembered.
Right.
Even if they know
It
who
wouldn't
Peter
even-
Parker
wouldn't
is,
even
they
matter.
wouldn't have
Wouldn't
known that
even
he killed him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Great way to end it on confusion, but also good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, man. Well, what's next?
Uh,
Isn't something coming out in like February?
I don't.
I believe. So, Multiverse of Madness comes out May 6th, 2022.
Okay.
Something before Multiverse? Oh, She-Hulk. She-Hulk, the series is coming out.
Is it?
Yeah, that's coming out in
Oh, and probably Moon Knight.
yeah. So we got
I don't know
Boba
that.
Fett comes out next week, and then we got
I'm so excited
we got
for that.
we got Moon Knight after that, and
What's
then
Moon Knight.
he's an insane man.
Okay, cool.
He's a schizophrenic that has the powers of the sun the moon god. Oscar Isaac's playing him. He's just like he's like Batman, but he wears all white because he wants the criminals to see him coming.
Yeah, so the next movie is Multiverse of Madness. and then after that is Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
And then there's the next Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
And 2023 will be the Marvels.
Word.
Yeah, I'm excited for Moon Knight.
Fantastic Four is quite a bit away. It doesn't show the shows on here though.
Oh no, Kang comes in and he's the main villain
In
in
Ant-Man.
Quantumania. Yeah.
So it's Kang.
He's the guy at the end of Loki.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see him again. He did such a.
Such a good job.
It's gonna be
He was so like calm, but it was like frightening.
this is gonna be a weird 10 years. I feel like it's gonna be like the first 10 years is like whoa. This is gonna be like the weirdest. Just like what's happening?
Super deep.
Yeah, I feel bad for the people who haven't been on Marvel now, and now they're trying to get into like. You got so much to catch up
So
on.
much.
I see people like, oh, we're gonna watch these movies the first time. I'm like, oh boy.
I got in. Like I think I skipped the first Captain Marvel. Excuse me, Captain America.
Oh.
I skipped like 1 or 2 movies. But I'm caught up enough to I get the most of the gist.
Yeah, I watched my proxy for a while until like 2013.
The
First Avengers, I was like,
yes,
yes.
the Beltonian Theater.
Yeah.
They're doing every
Yeah.
weekend. They're showing a Marvel movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing timeline order too. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
starting with Captain America.
When?
I think it started
Starts
like
in January, the first weekend of January.
Dope, man. That might be cool.
I wonder if it'll go until May.
It's 27 weeks.
That should go until
It's
May.
halfway through the year.
Probably
I'll go
into
through it.
June.
Yeah, into
Yeah.
June. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drat.
So close. Cool. Anything else, boys?
What was your favorite scene from the movie?
Honestly, whatever he caught MJ, kind of my favorite moment.
That was
Like, I was kind of like, even though like I don't even like Amazing Spider-Man 2, like watching him like kind of react to that was like very
super emotional moment.
yeah.
That that and the Spidey sense.
Like
with
In the
Willem
condo?
Dafoe. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that
condo.
was probably one of my favorites.
like that's crazy.
And I like the fact that like he was able to sense May was in danger, even though
Yeah.
that happened later.
Mm.
Like at first, I thought she was just saying May because he was like confused and scared, but he was like sensing that something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And, like I saw her death, like I wasn't surprised by like her death. Like after she said the responsibility line, because that's the kiss of death. As soon as you say that, you're going to die.
Yeah.
But then whenever she got hit by the glider, I was like, nah, that's you're done.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, "There's no way." And then she like stood back up and was walking around. I was like, "Oh, maybe she didn't get hit. Maybe like just
Yeah.
missed her."
She's gonna,
Like the blade
she's
just
gonna do a
missed her.
double over, and yeah, I was like, that's
What about you?
then
Probably the spider sense scene, or the scene when they meet him on the rooftop and like he's crying, and then
that's
like
really
goes into them like making all the cures and stuff of just showing, because I feel like the other two movies never really showed how smart Peter Parker is. Like
Yeah.
Andrew did a pretty good job at it,
right.
but the other ones didn't really show that much of it. Tom's Peter has like shown a pretty good job of how smart he is,
Yeah.
but now we actually got to see all of them like using that
smart,
all of it
yeah.
together. Yeah.
See that scene on the roof, whenever they were all like kind of like telling their stories about like how I like I started living this way. That was kind of like an exposition thing of like, all right, we gotta like go ahead and tell what's going on, like who are these Spider-Men, because we didn't really know like where they're at. It was nice that they came from the universes at like certain times, like knowing that like MJ and or Mary Jane and Toby like got back together and they have a family and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I like that they make Toby like the older, like wiser Spider-Man
Yeah.
or whatever, and then like Andrew, probably like just off of the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, maybe a couple years after that.
Couple years, yeah. I think
Spidey number 3.
I think a thing that got like kind of brushed past was when Doc Ock was explaining where he was in the timeline of like the relative to.
Well, yeah,
No.
that's a
Because he said that the last thing he remembers is
From-
the moment before he died.
right.
Yeah, which is actually what happened with all of them, because from what I've heard, all of them got pulled from the moment that they learned Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Is that right? Because like I remember like
No, I guess that wouldn't be right, because
like Green
Norman
Goblin, yeah, he
figured it out at
knew
the
about
dinner
it, like-
table.
yeah.
That's the cut.
right.
I don't know, but I do think people.
But
like,
it is from the right before all of them died, though.
Yeah, right before they died. So then the question is like, how do they do they go back to the moment they died, or do they?
But the lizard didn't die, which is a weird thing, because he got pulled
Right.
after he was cured.
Yeah.
So it is a little iffy. Like, this is what I was talking about before with the multiverse, is like they really have to make sure they're explaining what's going on and
Yeah.
like why it's happening the way it is. Otherwise, things get very, very iffy. I'm sure it might get explained later, but at the same time, it's a cool movie.
Yeah. And the fact that Toby got stabbed and then
I thought he was gonna die. I thought they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, I did.
thought they.
Because the thing is, like, I do want to see them back in like 10 years, but like, I definitely thought they were just gonna like just kill them off just so you don't have to bring them back.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's like I'm sure Toby like enjoyed being back, but also like, if I had done Spider-Man 20 years ago, I wouldn't want to like keep doing it right now. So like all right, just stab me.
I don't think they'll bring him back again. I think they gave us like, kind of like what happened, and
I think Garfield will.
I feel like they're gonna try another multiverse thing because they
almost definitely.
like they've.
But I hope it leans more towards like Into the Spider-Verse of like the multiple
Yeah.
different weird Spider-Mans,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because that would be really cool.
I think it's closer. It'll be closer to that. So you'll get Garfield, but then you'll get
Penny Parker and
Yeah.
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham. Spider-Pig. Shout
I'm
out.
I'm excited for that. The new one coming out too.
Oh,
That one's
yeah.
gonna be dope.
It's gonna be good. Word. Well. Merry Christmas.
And a happy day.
Yeah. Well, don't know how else to end this, so y'all be easy. Merry Cranberry.